that just made it a little bit closer, didn't it, Slap? I've been creeping, man. Three wide into turn one.
Sideways in front of me.
I just saw the C switch on the radar. Oh my god.
Couple BMWs just.
He's walled off. Never
He's
mind.
walled off.
Stage is definitely playing to your left there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh! Oh! My
You're gonna
God.
have to
Alright,
push
let's
out.
go
You're
for
gonna
it.
have to
Let's
push
go
out.
for
They're
it.
gonna be back right corner.
Check the right, Sarv. Right, up on top. Yes!
Nice.
One enemy remaining.
Back right, you saw her!
Back right.
Oh, Jesus, press
Four.
forward!
I will not die here.
Hold it! Let's go! He's insane!
No
Let's go!
way. No, 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 no.
Shot on target. Sarv's there for the save. Bangs it downfield. It's going to get cut off. Going for the catch. Gets bumped here, but doesn't get knocked off course. Picks this one up. Great dribble. What a flick. Just under crossbar. Sarv. Great shot.
What's up? Hopefully tonight we have our audio fixed.
Good evening, SRA Nation.
That dog as I start that.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and post
Oh.
a video in the driver's briefing text chat.
Oh, he's just talking about the driver's briefing video. All right. Hopefully I got the audio fixed a little bit. I do not have the voice meter stuff set up, so the desktop audio may come through the desktop stuff may bleed through the mic a little bit. For some reason my mic is picking up my headphones, but I turned the noise suppression from my mic down in OBS, so maybe it won't connect or disconnect there anymore. And I'm turning up the desktop audio a bit. It looks like I'm getting a little bit more of the game volume than I was. It's still going to be quiet. Maybe I could turn myself down. I pretty much have the gain on that all the way up. What else could I do? Nothing. Okay. And I don't really want to turn the game volume up because of this louder on my end too. So I got to keep it kind of low for me. So you're just going to get a little more of me, less of the car. I guess we can turn myself down just a bit. Alright. But we're getting ready. This is the car for the season. We got our cancer one there.
I'm going to go ahead and go over some
Headphones.
event-specific information. I will post the password, and then everyone will be relinquished
Baseline.
on to their subsequent
We
servers.
got our
So,
Deoxys.
first and foremost, the
cocktails on the
race
front.
tonight is 60 minutes long with a 55-minute pit window, and you must pit in the pit window
These have not been
at some point and
shifted out
take
yet.
at least 1 liter of fuel. Tire changes are optional. That being said, 2.5 minutes into the race, the pit window will open, and then it will be open the entire time until there's 2.5 minutes left in the race, and then it will subsequently close. For drivers that are entering the pit lane during the pit window, please take the final corner normally, and then pull over to the right side as fast and safely as possible to enter the pit lane. Do not stay on the racing line and then drive on a very sharp right-hand turn into the pit lane. You need to abide by the painted white lines as much as possible without overslowing from the previous corner, aka the final corner on the track. The reason being is that if you overslow at the final corner and a driver's not expecting that, they might punch you around. So it's best to just take that corner normally and then, again, get to that right side to get into the pit lane.
Okay, so that's why we had
That
the gain
being
down a
said,
little bit.
also, because the pit window is open for a full 55 minutes, you need to be aware that at any point in that 55-minute window, someone could be exiting the pit lane
So I
as
had
you're
it-
driving along it. So
I had
you
it
must,
right.
as a driver on
It's
track,
picking up voice
leave sufficient
fairly
space
well.
to
It
a
was just
driver leaving the
because
pit
there's
lane.
not a whole lot of music.
The driver leaving the pit lane is
that
afforded that
It
racing
wasn't picking
room.
up. Oh,
They
yeah, so it
cannot
should be
cut
picking up the
outside of that painted white line,
car motor
but
a lot
the
better.
the racing line and the pit lane do merge into one for turn one. So keep that in mind. My recommendation for all drivers that are driving along that pit entry part of the track should stay towards the middle of the track until they absolutely have to pull over to make the
Waiting for
turn
these
one
to get
safely.
turned off. There's a bunch of people in.
So next order of business
So you have
is
D2 and D3 and
for
then D6
qualifying.
and 7.
Qualifying is 20 minutes long. The silver split will go first. They'll have the first 10 minutes, and then once the 10-minute
As
mark
soon as we get
up,
the password
the
going,
silver
I'm going to
drivers will be
switch it
done,
to
and the
the
gold drivers
BRB
can
so I
leave
can
the
put
pit
in
lane.
the admin password and then
race directors, if you
be
are
right back.
in your subsequent
it would take
servers,
20
please
seconds.
indicate with a
That's one of the streams going
view in
live.
text chat for those moments in time.
Yep.
Uh,
D3 is live.
Other than that, that's pretty much it. Please be extremely cautious on lap one. This is the first week, so we're still getting acclimated to all the new faces and names on track. Just exert that extra bit of caution, and let's have a fun race.
I
All
got
right.
something.
Yeah, Dave.
No weaving on the straights, please.
Oh, that's a good point. Thank you, Dahi. So we had some complaints from yesterday's batch of races where drivers were weaving on the straight to try and break the toe. It is in our rules, literally spelled out to a T, that drivers, especially on long straights, are afforded one defensive maneuver, and then they have to return and hold their line. So that is it. So, for example, we had a
Y'all
driver
gonna be out here
yesterday,
and be quiet.
immediately upon entering the straight, swerved to the left to try and break the toe, and then swerved right and left several times to try and get away from a driver.
You can't do that.
You are allowed one move. So you make your move, you can return to a position, and then that's where you have to stay. So if we find that you're swerving, that is a ticketable offense.
Even though I've had
Thank you.
people
I have
doing
one.
that and haven't had
Yes, Jason.
issues, so
This didn't happen yesterday, but it happened the last time we raced here. In qualifying, you cannot skip sector 1 to and then jump on the straight immediately to like skip the outlap essentially. Please complete the whole
Oh,
outlap.
yeah.
That
That
happened
is a
last time we were here, so
Big
don't do that.
no-no. If
Why
we
would
find
anyone
that you're
think
doing
that
that, you're going
skipping
to be
the-
disqualified from the race in general, not just...
why would anyone think that
quality.
skipping the track?
Yeah, thank you, Jason. All right, let's
Your
keep
question.
this. Let's keep this super simple. No funny business on stage, so we can respect everyone's time.
Thank
If
God
you have a
they've
serious
streamlined
question,
this
please raise
shit.
your hand. I
Alright,
see
Loic.
Loic first.
Loic. Normandu. There's my
Yes,
boy
sir.
Loic.
Hey, my brother came in while you were talking about the pit exit. So can you maybe remind me a bit what?
Yep, pit
you talked-
exit. You have to stay on the right side of the white painted line. If you are on track and someone's exiting,
Connor.
you need to afford them racing
Dill
room.
Jr.,
So, my recommendation would be to
Saltico.
drive towards the middle of the track because the racing line does
Full
intersect
of
with
water.
pit exit, and it could result in a big crash. So
Big
please be cautious.
crash.
So just respect the white lines coming out. Coming out. Okay, thank you.
T6.
Mhm.
This is what we're looking
Call
for.
it. Yep, he's on it.
Referring to the weaving. Sorry, I almost forgot my question. So if I make a move, halfway down the straight to the right, and the car does not come alongside me, am I allowed to make a move back to the left to get to the racing line?
That is your one move. So your move to the line to the right was your first move, and then you can return back to the racing line if you have racing room. But
Okay.
Basically, what we're trying to avoid is people making several moves in an attempt
Okay.
to try and best somebody.
Okay, I just didn't want to see
You
that
can't
as
really
a
break the
move back
toe.
to the left, like as a defensive move. It's just like, if you don't take the racing line to that corner, it's
Nope,
a big
understood.
crash.
Nope, understood. But yeah, that's your one move basically.
Okay, got it.
Go road.
Real quick, are we allowing weaving on the warm-up lap, and is that going to be enforced
What
for
does it
like
matter?
lap 1? Because I've heard it takes like 3 laps to get up to temperature now, so I'm wondering if that's a gray area or are we just cut and dry?
Weaving to get temperature in your tires is one thing, but weaving as a defensive maneuver is another. So we obviously allow weaving to warm up your tires as long as it's not in a racing environment. If you're weaving to try and defend your position on track, that is a no-no.
So during the race,
Sam Harris.
if you don't get to
Yeah, so in the race, the car leaving the pit exit has right of way. Is it the opposite in qualifying still?
That is correct. During
Okay, gotcha.
qualifying, if you are leaving the pit lane,
Good job, Sam.
you cannot impede someone's lap that's on track. You need to be waiting for a moment to slot in safely.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you. Nate.
My boy Nate. Nate
Yeah,
Bright.
I kind of have a two-part question here.
Yep.
First part is with regards to the.
Love
It's,
Nate. He's such a
I don't know.
mess.
Maybe this is the improper forum, but does weaving like during the formation lap? Does that actually warm up tires? Does that do anything? Like I'm just curious from like a performance standpoint.
It does add temperature to your tires, but it does add wear also. So you have to take that with a grain of salt.
Gotcha. Okay. Balance that risk versus. Yeah. So second question I have is with the blue flag thing, are we still doing the like as soon as you see a blue flag, then you have to submit to it at the nearest straightaway, or is it like the one lap sort of thing? Because I remember like we had.
Yep. The rule is you have one full lap to let them by. Our recommendation is to do it as soon and as safely as possible.
Gotcha. Okay.
But if
so
it
basically
crosses
first
that
straightaway
threshold-
lift.
Yeah, I mean, on this track, there's absolutely no excuse that it lasts for any more than a sector because
Gotcha.
you have two enormous straights that make
Right.
up entire sectors. So,
Right. Okay. All right. So basically, just if you're getting blue flagged, lift on the nearest straight and let them go.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull off the racing line and then lift. Yeah.
I don't have an
got it.
actual
Okay.
track
Wait.
map.
Oh,
So
really?
we'll have to
Well,
look at the track
I'm
map.
sorry. I'm not trying to be obtuse here.
Pull off the
So
racing
pull
line
off-
so that way it is predictable. It is very obvious that you are conceding the position.
So you don't want to stay on the racing line and lift to just let them go around you?
No.
That's hard to
not a straight
predict if
off.
someone's trying to sneak in your toe and then you lift. They may not expect that. So
Yeah, if you're lifting in the
again,
straightaway,
you can-
definitely.
my
definitely move
recommendation
off the
for the
line a little bit.
safest thing, because every iteration of every race is going to have different circumstances.
hate that I'm,
what
like,
I
not
personally would
completely
do
in
is pull off the racing line and then lift, so that way the
I'm
driver
sure at
behind
some
knows.
point I'll be like
Okay,
leaning
this
forward
person's
anyway.
clearly conceding the position.
Got it. Okay.
Officer up.
All right. Thank you so much.
Servers
No
are
problem.
up.
Matty
Well,
Ice.
We're just going forward and
drafting. What are we saying about that? Can I do it?
This isn't
No.
NASCAR.
Why
Bump
not?
drafting in this game because of the physics
You
model.
square it up, it's fine. You just gotta square it up.
Well, if someone bump drafts you and spins you out, how are you going to feel about that?
I'll hold it.
I would not recommend. Would not recommend. 10 out of 10, do not recommend.
Who's giving me the toe down the street on qualifying then?
My recommendation would be to lift a little bit to stay in the toe. Do not initiate contact.
All right.
Oh,
Another thing for those looking
once
to
we
warm
get
up
to
their
the
cars on the
lobby
outlap,
and
brakes are better than
to the
weaving.
practice
You just hold
session, I want
brakes
to
like 25%.
point out the team name that we have.
Thanks,
Which,
Matty
if
Ice.
you hit the
John Santoro, come on up here.
standings sheet, you
Hi,
shall
so
find
I'm
us.
new to Assetto Corsa. I'm here from iRacing. The brakes, are the brake pads 1 or 2? What should we use? I know that the update changed
love
some
that.
things.
Use brake pad 2 for the race. That's all I'm gonna say.
2 for the race?
All right.
Brake pad 2.
I'm gonna go
for
ahead
the
and post
race?
tonight's password so that we can get this evening underway. I will be more than happy to assist anybody outside of this in
Come on, Doug, give me the
Discord.
password.
So just shoot me a chat and I'll be
I just
happy to
wanna
help
go in
you.
here.
Tonight's
Last time it was like
password is
we.
merci.
M-E-R-C-I.
M-E-R-C-I, all lowercase. M-E-R-C-I
Give me that
has
first
been
pit
posted
stall.
in GT3 announcements.
Give me that first
M-E-R-C-I, all lowercase.
Damn,
All right.
third.
If you have managed to join the
Nowheres.
session, please, again, when
All
you
right, switch it
start your
back.
race tonight, please. Very brief, so ideally we can get this race started by not going out. So that being said, enjoy your evening, have fun, and treat each other with respect. If you manage to join the server, you are good to go. You've been dismissed. If you have questions or need help, we will stick around and help you.
Were you talking to me?
Yeah, get off track.
I'm trying to do a pit practice, man.
You had an entire 4 weeks to do that.
We'll leave that
The
in the
password
message.
for tonight is merci.
Merci. Oh yeah, I can leave this.
I just put it.
Bye, Doug. Love you, Doug. All right. The thing I was gonna say is the team name's great because my teammate is Stephen Brule. Steven Sarver, Stephen Brule. We are what is it, baseline the Hawking brothers? Stephen Hawking. Since it's space themed, we have the attack and defense form Deoxys, and we both have the name Stephen. I thought it would be hilarious. Good luck. Have fun, everybody. Everyone's getting their warm-up in. I'm not really looking forward to qualifying. Oh, I'm a silver, too. Ugh. That means I got the first 10 minutes. That means it's like, oh, cool, I'm qualified second. And then you got to think of how many guys. So how many gold drivers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 196, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of 32. So that means there's 18 so far in the other. It's not terrible. And I had 18 of 33. Or 19 of 30. 19. So there's 15 silvers currently. Still 15 silvers. So we got 35 drivers, 34 drivers. Okay. 35 drivers. 15 of them are silver, so that's not terrible. I like being the gold because I like watching the first half and then seeing what other people are doing time-wise, and then kind of, okay, I know what, Swan did last week. I can kind of gauge based on certain people where I should probably fill in. Ha 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 ha. I don't mind. Clown fest. And also, like, when you get to, like, right before the 10-minute mark, when you get to, like, 10 and a half minutes, maybe 11, you can get your setup, go ahead and set in, and then come to the end of the pit road and stop and wait. And you can kind of be ready, so once the flag allows, like, once we're free to go, you just file out. This, I have to, like, rush in, hit my setup, load it, back out, hit drive, and hopefully I'm the first car on the line. Like I don't have time to guarantee I'm the first car. I kind of want that open space. For the most part, I want the open space. I'm kind of thinking if there's certain cars, like Legacy might be a good one to try to get behind. Grover maybe. Justin second? I think there's Jared and Justin. I don't remember if that's right. Toaster might be in Schultz. Probably good ones to get behind if I can get behind them. Alright, so let's get ready. Let's load this setup. I think I have it set for the race. I'm gonna have to switch it to like some leaders for the Do we really want to wait? I'll give them some, because someone might be just trying to get their wheel dialed in. They have, this is the first lap they put. It's only 2 minutes. They're not gonna last the whole 4. Who's 912 though? They're way back there. Is that Unda? It is Unda. Why did I know that was Unda? Maz 141, 964. I don't recognize that number. 280 is Rufus. 964. Who are you? You are number Centauro. Okay, that's a new person. Got it. Yeah, I don't think Unda was in practice lobby, so whatever, I'll give him. I don't think there's anything else really to say. No penalties to have to worry about, so there's that. Let's do like 22 liters, I think. That's 7 laps. I don't think I'll need 7 laps. We'll do 21. Because it's a little over 3. Go ahead and knock out that little brake marker if I can, because someone else is already going to do it. As much. I want to stay as close to him as I can right now to get some heat in my tires, so when we get to the end of the track, we want to back it off a little bit. Hopefully the car noise is not too loud. If it is, and you are watching, let me know and I'll dial it down some. I don't know how much it's drowning me out, but you might want to. Alright, we want to be like 177, 178, but I don't think I'm going to hit that with a wing of the 4-wing. Alright, here's where we're going to build our gap to them. Turn it a little late. That means I'm gonna have to lift here. We need to get slowed down a little bit more in the straight so we can get more to the left side of the track on that first corner, because we want to stay to the left to get a good angle into the turn after. A little lift. Make sure the car turns in. Get back tight. They say don't get on the bump, but I don't really notice a difference. Maybe I don't get on the bump there. Maybe I'll try that next time. Kind of see. A little slow through there. I could carry a little bit more speed. It's a late apex, so you don't want to go turning in to the center too early, because then you have to like straighten out or stop. I don't know why that's not off, but we'll have to fix that. 58.4. Watch how much time we gain just by not having to let off there. Half a second automatically. Gave a bunch of time back there. So we know there's like 4/10 right there that we can get back. Yeah, I figured Legacy would be the fastest in the silvers. Guy really belongs in D5 at worst. If in all in the league, I still don't believe he should have ever been let back, but I'm not an admin here. Damn. I lost another couple of tenths. I got another half a second. Fuck. And that's what I said about turning in too early. You could do shit like that. $57.7. I should be like a low 57. Small little lift of the brake or the gas to kind of settle it over that hill. Brake at the 100 here. I'll have one more chance after this, as long as I don't bin it. Kind of need to make this though like my last lap, like set up as this is my last one. $57.4. I know I've got that 4/10. I just have to put a lap together. I know I've hit a 56. Kind of catch impeller in a little bit. Lost a little bit on the exit, but we're still doing pretty well. 57.3, that's not terrible. 57.3 is 8th currently. Holy shit. And that's not including all the D6 golds that are going to be much faster than that.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
He probably dirtied it in that first sector and was like, fuck it, I'm already done. Now I'm 10th. Oh my lord. I'm just slowly getting further and further back here. There's a 56.7. There we go. So 13th up to what? 6th? That's not bad. I knew I had a 56 in me, so that's really good. 56 flat, yeah. Come on. D6 silver my ass. Both of these guys. This is I mean, when we raced each other 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago in D4. He moved up the next season. He in season 5 he was D3. That was D4. So, and I've went from D4 to D6 in the last 2 seasons. So he should be D5 at worst if he's decreased 2 as well. Smith is also former D3, also a D3. I don't know where they actually want him. Same with Lorenzo's D3. I think Haxel's probably. Curtis used to be a D2. Spacebaker was a D3. Santer's been with me like D4, D5. Like he's kind of either with me or like one above me the last couple of seasons. What did Brule get? He got 57.4. Hey, he got pretty damn good though. So we have 19 that have qualified. Like this is the group. Like, I mean that's 2 seconds from. Right? Yeah, that's 2 seconds from me to Toaster, and I feel like that's the D6 by time. If I pull up the leaderboard, so let's look at the leaderboard real quick. So if we look at Hot Lap Seasonal, pull up Paul Ricard, we unselect all of them. We pull up D6. So my 56, what do we have? 56.7, 56.8 would be almost right where I was at. So slightly faster than what I was. But like Thompson, Spacebaker, these guys are running 55.3s. That's a classification of a D3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next 6 times are now D4. So you're saying the top 8 are D4 or higher based on just a single lap. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more that have a D5 time. So if you're looking at D6 is 1.57 or 56, basically 56.67. So McEnany's just under. So McEnany is probably the top of D6. Because the 56.67 is D6 based on their time reference. So he's just under it. So you're saying I'm like 2/10 off of McAnee based on that. And those guys are a second and a half faster than him, but still in this division. I don't know. There's got to be a better way to classify and figure it out. I'll watch McAnee. Speaking of, so you got, he's coming in like, so you got long straightaway for turn 1. Oh, he's in the Lambo. Nice. I love the sound of the Lambo. I hate this A-pillar on the left though. Can't really see it. But like all this over here is kind of in the way. So down to second, get as tight to the inside as you can. Third back up. Don't touch that curve. You really don't want to be on that curve. That curve will mess you up. Yeah, see, already a 55.8. And that's only going to get faster. Second gear, you kind of want to do quick switch back, stay to the left, get wide, down first. You want to get on the gas a little bit earlier than that. Second, kind of lift a little, let it catch. He's too far over now. He's got to he had to correct, so that's going to cost him time. Get up to 6th gear as quickly as you can. Let's see if he hits. I hit 284 kilometers per hour, which is 177. So you want to hit, if he hits more than 284, he's going to be a lot faster than me. 281, so he's actually doing a little bit less than me, like 175. Drops it. Downshift, see that orange marker? That's when I downshift to second. Then I'm on it right here. Down to second. He's, oh man. That's an interesting way. I mean, I guess that's more of a defensive way. Like if you're racing a guy, that's probably the way to do that corner. But you kind of diamond this one too. I feel like he was on the brakes a little late there. Let's see. I don't know where he's at in the times sheet right now, but let's see where he goes up to. 13. So he's a 10th faster than me. Well, not quite a 10th. He's like 3/100ths. Him and Cherry have the same lap though. Much better in the turn 1. I like to get that short shift into third to give the car some stability over that. Sometimes second gear you slide. Third gear grip that. He's braking, looks like a much later there than I do. See Legacy and Smith. Makes sense that those guys are going to be silvers that are up sliding. That's a lot of time loss. This lap's already going to be slower. Garcia 55.8. I don't know, Garcia's new. Also, if you notice, 4 of the top 5 are Ferraris. You're going to see a lot of Ferraris. And then a lot of Lamborghinis. You know, 1 Lexus, 1 BMW, 1 McLaren, 1 Aston Martin in the top 20. When last season, like 70% of the league was Aston Martin. And the rest were like Porsches and Hondas. All the Honda drivers went to the Ferrari. I think almost half the league went to just changed to Ferraris. And I think he's getting into this corner way too early. Like I think he's costing himself time by like here's the track. He should be like middle to outside third. Same with this one. I feel like he's getting in too early and turning in, and then he's braking late on that because he's trying to get over to the left. Yeah, this one won't be. He's 0.925 back. I don't think it's faster. No. He's gonna try to leave it in third. Oh yeah, I really don't like being up on that curb there. Curtis jumps into the 155s. So this will be his last lap, most likely. We've dropped to 18th. For what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 7th out of our class. I can't even get a silver win if, you know, Durbin and Gino or Gizlan or whatever his name is, are, you know, that much faster than me. It's like, huh? Also, let's do not disturb on the Discord. Alright, so that's pretty much the end of qualifying. We're sitting, hey, look at that, 18th though. There's a lot of drivers. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, it's like 5 quote-unquote gold drivers, preseason gold drivers that didn't qualify faster than us. And we out-qualified half of the silver field too, so I'll take that. We're starting kind of in the shit part of the track, the pack, so not too happy about that. We shall see. And see, I know a little bit of McNee. I think I raced with him once or twice a couple seasons ago. Ansem I raced last season. I know Grover and Rufus, but they're a little bit further up. Ma, Unda, I don't really care for them. Swan and Roberts are decent. Lorenzo's kind of a mess. Lung, Brule, Santer, I like those guys. Pellerin, he's inconsistent, so that might be a problem at the beginning. Schultz, I'm surprised Schultz is that far down. Channing, I haven't seen him in a couple of seasons. So, yeah. Ansem in like the 2 rows next to me, so it's like 16th to 20th. Ansem's probably the only one of these drivers that I know and feel comfortable with, because he's going to be behind me, he's going to be in front of me, and then 1, 2, so 15, 16. So I'm next to Charon, and then Centauro. So Centauro, Charon, Rodriguez, McAnee, me, Ansem. I don't feel bad on that lane with McAnee and Ansem together. I can kind of handle that. All right, now we're gonna set up the car. Well, not set up. The car will set up. Why is it taking so long? There it goes. All right. 5, 6, 103, 1 liter there. Make sure that that's set. 51. Not touching anything else. All right. All right. We've got it till 30 seconds, so we're gonna kind of stand and stretch here for a second. Oh man. This wooden chair kind of sucks. If you want to see what my racing seat is, it's just a wooden chair. Did I fuck that up really badly? Kind of, yeah. That's good enough. That's most of me. Kind of centered a little bit better. There we go. You can see Tobias's feet in the background. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't sit with a cushion under me because then I slide. But I do have this cushion on my back. Makes it a little bit nicer. But after a few laps, you do get kind of tired. I can do this though real quick too. 25.5. Does that change? Yeah, 25.6. You definitely want as much heat in the tires as you can at the start here, because it's going to take a few laps for them to actually get to a good pressure with the tire changes they've made.
30 seconds.
Oh. And some staying in his Aston Martin from last season too, so that's interesting. So him and I are some of the few drivers that one aren't in the new Lambo, the new Ferrari, or the new Porsche, and two stayed in the same car as last season. A lot of people switched. I got a few seconds to sit here though. So we're gonna probably have 30 to 32 laps. Single file for this first lap. Just remember we're on the right hand side coming out. Come on guys, we don't have to be exactly in the center of it right now. You can stay in the orange and shit early in the lap. Oh, Charon and McAnee are teammates? Oh, that's kind of cool that they had the same lap. It's like a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit here. Between 50 and 55. About 55. I didn't hear anything about the pit window, but I'm assuming it's 5 minutes in, it opens, and it closes 5 minutes from the end. If that's the case, we might pit on like lap 3 early on, get away from all of the cars, and go ahead and get some clean air. Depends on how this first lap goes, if we get involved in a wreck or a bunch of cars wreck. Then if a bunch of cars wreck, we don't really want to be pitting, because then we'll come out, you know, with them. The whole point of pitting early would be to avoid other cars. So we'll see. Kind of want to back off the gap a little bit. Because we're going to be on the outside, so that means any cars that on this inside that don't hit their brakes and shit correct are going to slide out into us. So you gotta jump on the guy in front of him, so now it's already 3 wide here.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. 3 wide. All clear. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Alright, not a bad start. I got 1 position. We're not as fast as these Ferraris, so these Ferraris are going to be an issue on this track. But maybe like the other Ferrari, some of the handling tracks will be more difficult for them. 200, 150, 100, brake. Oh, 2.5, okay. So it's a 2.5 to either side. It's open for 55 minutes. We'll kind of watch what cars in front of us do, but I don't really trust this Andrew guy behind us that much. So I'm thinking maybe we pit, get away from some cars. The Centauro, I feel like, is kind of going to slow me down in this second half of this track. Yeah, look at him, he's all over the place. I'm gonna give it right back to him, it looks like.
Clear on the left. Car on the left.
A little bump.
Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, we're just gonna get away from all that. I don't feel comfortable with those guys. I just kind of want to get some laps in and kind of dig here. It looks like Lung 668 is in as well. I think it's in my best benefit just to be able to run some laps without interruption. Alright.
Mandatory stop is now cleared.
Easy.
Let's go, go.
Teammate's right in front of me, so teammate's been in some stuff because he started a little bit higher than that. Lung had some damage because he's still kind of lingering back there. So that's why he pit. I know it's boring from a watching standpoint to be like, oh man, this guy's just out here by himself. I hate it too. But I want to actually finish the race where I think I should finish the race. And between Centuro being slow in front of me and Andrew behind me kind of not braking in tow with me, like he's braking at his marker, but he should be braking like 20 meters, 30 meters before that because he's got more speed because he's behind me. Kind of makes me nervous. But now I can get that deep line there like you're supposed to have. Teammates had damage. Yep, he's pitting now. I saw him kind of drifting off the back of the pack. See Charon's back there, Hansom's back there, Ma's back there, so all those guys who kind of started around me are all further back. Whether it's, you know, they got wrecked completely or if they just got bumped off the track. These are guys who started next to me. And that's at the middle of the middle front of there. That was a couple of cars off the track there. I can't tell exactly if it's the bottom half or the top half of that section there. A couple of cars I saw in yellow. A lot of shuffling still going on through there. Santoro.
There's a car leaving the pit lane, watch out.
Oh, he's got the Ferrari power here, so he'll probably catch me here. Yeah, he's got a lot more leg under that car than I do. Will they go for it? No, he's just gonna drift back. He's not confident in himself, so that makes me feel good. I gotta outdrive him in the corners because he's got me in the straight. This one probably not as much. I'm gonna move over to the outside. Not too bad, Ghost. How you doing, buddy? We pit early because this guy was in front of us and he was kind of sliding, and I had a guy behind me that I wasn't comfortable being around, so I pit literally on the first lap it was open just to kind of get fresh air, and then he pits the very next lap. So now I'm actually racing the guy that I tried to get, you know, away from. Qualified 18th with a high 56, so not terrible, but not great either. When you got D5 drivers doing 55s, doing D3, D4 times, you can't really expect much. It's silly to see guys that were D3 last season down here. Like, I understand I was slow. Moving from D5 to D6 makes sense, but those guys moving from D3 all the way to D6, I was told that I wasn't going to move to D7 because of my SRA rating. It seems to me that they didn't get the same treatment, that, you know, they should be in D4, D5 at worst, getting the same treatment. Especially Curtis Lee, who I know is a D2 driver on a good day. This guy's probably going to go for the move here. No. He's very patient. He also has a very loose car, so if I can get him to push, maybe go off the track, that would be great. Are we catching Toaster? Yeah, D3's made me D4 silver from 3 gold. Yeah, exactly. And I don't think you should have dropped anyway. I think you just stayed. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Corey dropped, but I mean, I guess it depends on how many faster guys joined. So it was logical to move y'all down, but also you guys had good SRA ratings, so shouldn't move that much. See, he's really sketchy through that section of the track, and I'm just being overly cautious here so I don't slide. I feel like my sector 3 is way better than his. He's got me in sector 2 if he ever wants to make the straight line pass. Sector 1 is kind of even. mean, it's kind of the reason why I just do one. I get one clean 5-lap session in and call it, because it doesn't matter. They're gonna put me in a division, and then there's gonna be, you know, 3 divisions worth of drivers mixed in there, and you're just gonna have to figure out where you actually stand. Is this a season where I can actually drive and compete, like my last season, season 6? Or is this gonna be like the season before, season 5, where my best was gonna be a 20th place qualifying every week, no matter what? But I was too fast to move down. What up, Blasian? Nice. Thanks for the alert, buddy. So we passed Maw, we passed Lung. Unda's down there. We are making up time on Toaster. He was 12.8, now he's 11, 10.8. So, making up some time. He's gonna let off right about there, like as he has been. He got really close, so I didn't want to get on the brakes too early there. Exactly. And I've got an empty spreadsheet ready. I'm gonna take the lap data from each. I'm gonna take the lap data out of this spreadsheets on the website. I'm gonna input them in. I'm gonna put a starting and finishing position for each driver, and then I'm gonna put the relative times from D5, and then put what they would have placed if they had placed over there, and kind of see if you know, guys like Space Baker actually belong back here or not.
There's a slow car ahead.
Oh, there's Toaster.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
This is his chance if he wants it. He's a lot closer. Last season I did it all by hand as the race director. So I'm gonna put it into a spreadsheet so at least the numbers are all together. And then that'll make it a little bit easier. Nope, he does not. He is not confident down in making this pass. And I feel like he's just slowing us down at this point. Yeah, see, he lost it. He's got a lot less rear downforce than us, so he's getting real loose in some of these high-speed corners.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Oh yeah. After that high-speed corner on the back straightaway, I got him pretty much, I think, through most of this first, I think the last and first sectors I pretty much have him. It's just like turn 5, 6, and then the straightaway is pretty much where he's got me. Like, he seems pretty decent. He gets a good run out of a couple of these here. Also playing a little more defensive, so trying to see if I can hold him back. No, I didn't get a good new mic. It's the same one, Blasian. Does it sound different? sounds better. I fucked around with the chords, and then I also messed with the filters, changed the gain and stuff in OBS a little bit. I didn't have time to put voice meter on and set it up the last couple of days. Oh fuck. Sound louder? Okay. I turned the noise suppression on it up a little bit, so hopefully it drowns out my headphones into the mic and people behind me and around me. So maybe that also cleared up the mic itself. But I'm glad that sounds good. We're hitting into the 57, so that means the car's getting into the pristine part of the setup here. He breaks it in a lot later in a couple of these corners. It's like, oh, you're there. Oh look, it's that Andrew guy that I was worried about wrecking me in the first couple laps. He hasn't pit yet, and I'm already catching him. If he wants this position, at some point he's gonna have to take the initiative and just get around me. I think I'd be a little bit faster than him if I had 3 wing, but I just feel so confident in the corners with 4. He's waiting for a mistake, yeah. And considering he's never raced me, he doesn't know, too much of my tendencies either, so I kind of understand it. There you go, 57.5, that's pretty good. We gained a lot of them there. Santer's up here, Khan's up here. Like, he's really good at those 2 corners right there. I do feel like not hitting that inside curb coming onto the straightaway is a lot better. Damn, I wish I could get a clean lap through. So quit telling me that I'm a second faster. I'm like, oh cool, I'm in the 56s now, knowing that I just hit a 57. 2, 151, brake. Nope, I didn't. I gave it gas instead of a little bit more brake. This might be his chance. We're gonna drift out a little bit. I think I'd do 6th gear in the Porsche and the Fast Kink. Oh, really? That makes sense. I think the video that I watched with the McLaren pre 1.8 or 1.9, I think they all shift into 5th there. So that's just kind of the way I've always done it. The Audi's that way too. You downshift into 5th for whatever reason. He's like right on us now. This would be a good time to pounce. He wants it. Tap the brake and get back on throttle mid apex. Yeah. I always had the tendency though, if like I'm in a corner and I'm turning and I hit the brake, that I hit too much brake and I spin. So I'd rather just go wide at that point and just leave and correct it at the end of the turn instead of the middle. I did it again a little bit. Not as badly.
Car on the left.
I had a better run on the outside though.
Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Which is weird, because I feel like the Ferrari is way faster. So he must be running a... I mean, he can't be running too much wing, because I've seen him sliding all over the place. Look at how much he's sliding through these corners. As I go sliding. Ah, fuck. And that's why you don't hit the curbs there. That fucking sucks. I was trying to stay off of him as he's sliding around and hit the fucking curb myself and did the same thing. I overcorrected on the catching.
Yellow flag accepted.
I don't have to worry about Toaster. Roberts though. I have to try to pass him. 12 seconds. I'm not worried. I got 30 minutes to catch 13 seconds on him.
Slow car ahead.
Schultz is wrecked or something. He is way slow up there. I gotta be real worried about Schultz's car coming up. This blue Aston. You know me, Ghost, I am much better of a... I'm more of like a ride behind a guy kind of driver than leading. I don't do very well leading. It's usually when I fuck up.
Yellow flag ahead.
Yeah, my teammate is Brule is having a rough time. 35th. There he goes. So both of these guys got a pit, so I'm not really worried about either of them.
Slow car ahead.
These guys are all over the road. He's probably gonna get tow from the Aston. And I'm gonna lose both of them here. Let's see, I'm 0.4. Maybe not. 0.3, I'm catching them. Not at a good rate though. As long as I stay real close, we'll be fine.
Yellow flag, be careful there. Slow car ahead. We are at the halfway mark, keep pushing. Yellow flag ahead, watch out. There's a slow car ahead.
Oops, Centaur came back to us.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Toaster's gonna kind of slow me down.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Yellow flag in sector 1. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
That's how you get the pass done in the straightaway there. Not the first or last time I passed someone in the straightaway like that either. Get a good line on coming out of the corner. Just toe out. I think he's also lagging or something. I definitely saw his car jump back towards me when I got behind him for a split second. That's why I jumped out so quick. I was very nervous that like the lag was gonna push me right into him. Oh good, we're passing Grover and Lorenzo too. Love it. Apparently this is gonna be like the it's gonna be like season 5. I feel like all over again. Like I'm gonna have battles with some people, but my battles are gonna be for like 20th place because the divisions are so out of line. Season 5 was because they had all that influx of drivers. This is because of the new patch, and they took it lenient on the hot stints. That's gonna be a track cut probably. Curtis is already pit and he's still 19. Nice. There's a couple guys in front of us that haven't pit yet. So we got at least 2 of the next 3 drivers are needing to pit. And that's why I like third gear in that corner, because if you do get the sliding third gear, it'll catch your car a little bit better than second will. Alright, let's try to catch Ben here. 3.5 seconds. I don't think we'll catch Curtis. He's 20 seconds out. He is also in a Porsche, so that does give us a little bit of an advantage. We do gain a little bit of time every long straightaway. A little too deep. There's a 58-4 clean. I keep fucking up that corner. Ugh. Like, I feel like I'm having a great race, but I look down on like, oh, we're 22nd. Like, we're 4 positions from where we started. We're nowhere near any of this other silver drivers. Like, I'm sure Durbin's in the top 5. We're off again. We are catching Ben though. Here's Cab. There's a position. We'll get Andrew and Santer. Where the fuck did Grover come from? Yeah, he's kind of like a leech. See, look, watch this car get close and then it does this. I don't know what kind of lag there is, but damn. Grover's running some low wing, so he just dipped way out. Like with no toe, he just passed him. we were catching Ben. Then we got 3 guys up there that are all pitting. Is this guy gonna get desperate here soon? That's the real question. Now that he's got Grover on his ass.
Losing to the car ahead is up to 1. There's a car leaving the pit lane, watch out. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Ooh. All right. Woo. That was brutal. Let those 4 or 5 guys battle for a bit.
Warning for exceeding track limits.
Alright, we got Channing too. Got 2 more positions here, I think. Ooh. Are we pulling on these guys? Staying about even. Grover's starting to catch Rufus a little bit. Yeah, they're pulling on. They're getting towed, so they're pulling on us a little bit. So yeah, Ansem, Grover, Rufus, and Centauro behind us.
Right on lane, the fastest lap so far.
Ah, that shouldn't have been one. Alright, 2.6 to Roberts now. We might be able to catch Hacksaw too. We're slowly gaining time down the straightaway. We're at 0.39, 0.4. We're getting on Santa and Andrews as well. They feel fine. I'm also a bad driver, so I don't know. Like, until the tires get like in Forza, when they get to like 70-80%, like then you start noticing that you're sliding. But I still feel like I had the same amount of grip as I did at the beginning, if I'm being honest about it. And we've done slides and we've been battling the whole race, so you think these things would be pretty worn out. Starting to catch Ben a lot more here. Poor guy. There goes Andrew. So that's another position. I don't have to lift that time through there, so that's going to be a lot of time gained on the drivers around me. If I can get close enough to him to get some toe into the straightaway, I might be able to lose these other guys. He's driving hard now. He knows he needs to hold on. Oh. Damn.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
He just bobbled right in front of me. I couldn't do anything. He lost the rear. cost me 2 spots. Or technically cost me 1. But it cost him a lot more though. Cost him, he went from what, 14th to 19th, so it cost him 5. Honestly don't think it will be. I don't think he can really say much because he had the position. His rear end got loose.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I knew that was going to happen at some point. Now we got a bunch of damage on the right side.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Come on, Aiden, get going. I think Santoro's like new to ACC if he's the one that I was thinking about in the driver's briefing. So he's probably getting used to like the physics here. Now the tires are a little shot. Fuck. I was almost in the top 10. This kind of was my goal this season. It's just kind of top 10s. Rufus and Ansem though, those guys I raced last season, so I know I'll be racing them all season. Grover, I'm not sure. Turn up my TC. Damn it. For tire loss. Yeah, that's fair. Damn. We're still gonna get 13th. Whoever's in 13th is still probably gonna lose position to us. They're not that far ahead. I've only got 2 laps. They basically have to pit on this lap. So we'll see how that guy shakes out. So Rufus and Ansem are 5 seconds, 4.5, 5 seconds up. Kind of hoping these 3 get together a little bit here and allow us to grab back onto them. I think that's Santer in the car that hasn't pit yet.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 3.
Here in a 57 flat. Yeah, they're gonna tangle a little bit here. They're all too close not to. Yeah, 3 cars within a second. Roof is trying to break the... Or Ansem going around. One of them going on the inside of the other one. Too wide into this corner. Didn't work out well for me and Roberts. Even though I kind of gave him the spot. Fuck. I gotta slow down a little bit more there next time. So Santer has to pit now. Yep, he's in now. So we would have been looking for 12th there. Damn, Santer dropped way down. Not bad after the mess we've been in. You know, I spun it once. I kind of ran over Roberts when he got loose, and then Santoro ran me over. I mean, we can't complain too much about it. We started 18th, so we could have been top 10, I think. It was a good start, and we fared well, a lot better than my teammate. I don't know where Rule is, but he was 35th the last time I looked. So, I think he's car 251 if you see it on the map anywhere. He's probably still racing, right? Yeah, he's on the back straight right now, so he's at least 34th, but someone else quit. I kind of need these guys to just scramble up a little bit more for this last lap. We ain't making up 4 seconds in 1 lap, unless they do. Centauro, Roberts dropped a little bit more. Oh, Grover's making a position here. He pussied out of it again. Damn it, Grover. Hold it in there.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Interesting lines through there. I know Grover's pretty respectful. I'm not ragging on him too hard about not making that pass. Good, we get 1 more lap after this. So we made up a second so far. 2 of them are side by side again. Had an extra 2 laps of fuel. Hayden tried to make a move there. Definitely cost him, but those two, Rufus and Ansem, are side by side again. Damn. I just gotta stay in sniffing distance here. I feel like one of them's gonna try to make a move here in this last sector, and maybe it'll collect all 3 and we get those positions back. Yeah, it's not terrible. I'm not really worried too about the silver standings, because I don't feel like Durban 1 will probably get moved to gold if he doesn't get moved up to D5 or D4. Same with the other guy that was qualified up there, because they were way faster than the rest of us. Man, they are all over the place. We'll probably finish 7th or 8th maybe in the silvers, but we'll see. They kept it really respectable on the last couple of corners. I thought some of us could go for a dive. We never hit a 56 though in the race. Kind of sad.
Alright, check it 5. Good job. You did the best you could. Now bring the car back.
Kind of want to look at what the 2.3, 1.9 there. It's not too bad with what we did. Oh. All right. Well, that's going to do it for the night for us. We're gonna get the I don't really need the practices. We're gonna get this started and go to the driver's briefing. But yep, see you later, Ghost. I appreciate everyone showing up. I don't know when I'm going to stream again because I'm probably working most of the weekend, so probably Monday or Tuesday. But we shall see y'all next week. Have a good night.